Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos.
For the field goal.
It's 45 yards. He'll try to connect from. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. And quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Hill. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. It's up a yard short, gain of 9. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards and keep your opponent off guard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Into the zone read here on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Direct snap to the up man. He's going to push for it. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Field. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker. Yeah. That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Working on 2nd down. Fields. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Call that a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and short.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw Fields. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, he gets a third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. And the snow easing off as well, so better conditions ahead. This is Henry on second. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Kyler looking to throw. It's caught. Chase has it. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And now we're in the Broncos a new set of downs.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
So the snow finally letting up. Should be the last we see of it. Here we go, 1st down. Back to throw, Murray. Right back to Chase. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
15 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
Handoff headed right. It's Hill. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On 2nd down, Murray's going to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Throwing here, Murray. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay.
Green. Omaha.
On 4th down, here's Murray. He's going to score. Touchdown, Denver. Emeka Egbuka, his 3rd on the year. They'll set up here for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They trail by 3.
Broncos 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green back.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Man downfield, and he finds London. There's the tackle. This play goes for 29 before it, though. And that's going to give the Chiefs a 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
2nd down. Here's Fields. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. They get to him, and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More from Mile High in just a moment. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And a long slide, 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, here's Henry again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Murray looking to throw. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on a quarterback there. The pass was dry. It's 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Here's Fields to throw. Underneath, it's Gibbs. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
It's a gain of 10. And a first down.
Now Fields. There's Gibbs. Back-to-back catches for him. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he picks up 20 on that play. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Timeout comes in here. Still just a couple of seconds left in this half. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Aubrey puts it through. And our first half ends with 3 points.
Makes the score.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Trey Smack to kick off.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They give to Gibbs to start the third. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. It's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
He's in the head for about 5. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. Now that's not what the offense started out. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Fields looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He brings it in one-handed. Wow! The deep pass comes up big. 32 yards.
He put that drive right on the line in a big-time way with that throw. And look at his man deliver with that contested catch down the field. Winning the fight for the football and moving those chains.
Coming right is Gibbs. Gets back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd down run by Gibbs. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade. I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Aubrey puts it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'll bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Hill. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Broncos a 1st down.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass. And by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass. And then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Murray on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. They're going to get to him and take him down. Back at the 45. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd, Murray. Finds Ibuka outside. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Wow, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kyler. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. Nolan Smith. The 2nd time that they have brought him down on this series.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row and avoid exactly what happened right there, because now third down is so much harder.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Chiefs get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. On the ground they go. Here's Gibbs to begin the 4th. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Field throwing here. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that earns Kansas City the 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now it's Fields. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City!
Fields pass complete to Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Send right down the middle and good. And lead now 16.
Chiefs 26, Broncos 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll pitch it to Henry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10
now Murray.
34-yard line.
Escapes out to the left. has it downfield. It's Chase. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's one. Big ace.
From the red zone on 1st. Getting out to his left. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Could just feel that one kind of taking shape. Even as he tried to improvise and escape the pocket, there's just nowhere for that ball to go.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Hey. What? 2. Big ace. Hey. 2.
Kyler throwing here. And we can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down. Well, they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
And we're not doing it.
Good, and his throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw field. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. Down the field, Evans has it. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Chiefs nearing their 6th win this season. So 1st down from the 41. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right. That's cut at the 25. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. 3-19, that's it. Go.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play was at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Fields to throw it. Improvising, and he hits his mark. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Evans. He's 4 through the air this season. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey gets the point after to go. And the lead now up to 23.
Chiefs 33, Broncos 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Murray. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Toward Chase, but it's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Drops to a knee here. Only 1 more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Seven seconds left. This might be our final play here. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. A
can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Hey. That's one.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL.